We are recording. Good stuff. Might as well get it out the way early doors. How we doing, everyone? Hope we're well. Welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. I was meant to get a geodetective video out for you today, but it's proving pesky again. But it will be a good one, something a bit different. But here we are. I thought I'd give this country borders map a try, which we tried 3 or 4 weeks ago and had great fun with. But we were playing the satellite view. Today, we're going to play it as a normal game and you can play along. The reason I'm not doing satellite view today is because I couldn't get that to work. So simple as that, really. I did manage to achieve kind of a perfect score. I was 2 points off the perfect score because of a bug, but I imagine that today that ain't going to happen. It's going to be much harder to get a perfect score when we're just playing it on the ground. Depending on where we are, we might get lucky. But without any further ado, I'm going to make this into a challenge so that you can play along. And it's going to be no moving, no time limit. The best way to play on this sort of map. So do follow the instructions down in the inscription below. It's not too late to do that. Fine, your loss. And let's play. I like the look of this one. I like the look of this one to begin with. This is the point at which two countries converge. And we're on a path. This is a proper photosphere. We've got tourists. We can maybe try and gauge where these people are from. I think I know him. Nah. He looks like someone who used to work in the kitchen at a Toby Carvery. Well, we've got to look at this writing for a start. Maybe this gives away the name of the waterfall would be good as long as I know it. It looks like the Victoria Falls. It can't be Niagara Falls, obviously. There is another one. Wait a minute. I can't remember what they're called, but it begins with I. Isuzu. It's not Isuzu, that's a car brand. I'll come back to that. But looking down here, we also have some Spanishy looking language. Perigo. The waterfall that I'm thinking of. Oh man. I used to have an atlas with the biggest waterfalls in. And this is like one of the most famous. Is it on the border of Argentina and Paraguay? Something like that. It's going to be tricky to find it. There'll definitely be some speed ups in this video where I'm trying to find things, but Isuzu Falls? No, that's the car make again. It looks like Iguaso or something. Is it on the edge of Venezuela or am I just thinking of the Angel Falls? Well, if it is let's call them the Isuzu Falls, the ones that I'm thinking of that are very famous, then it should come up on the map, with little zooming. But I think I'm looking in the right area here. That's Paraguay. There, Iguazu. Surely this is what I'm thinking of. And that would correlate with the tropicalness of the place. The Iguazu Falls. Where is it? Maybe it's not that. I'm doubting myself now. I will follow the Iguazu River. However, we're into Brazil there. That's not a border. This is my worry. And then it's into the Parana River. That's not good. That is not good. Have I made this thing up? Las Caratas del Iguazu. Surely it's here. Surely. Iguazu Falls. Yes. I was looking at that and it just didn't look like a waterfall. Where's the waterfall? I don't know what they've done with this map. I don't think that's quite right. I mean, we've got a path here that's heading down. I don't see any water down there, but right, we've got to figure this out now. I am using the new compass system, which I'm just going to have to get used to so that my face can be more in the corner. So that's west. We're looking west. Although the compass might not be correct. I'm glad I found the falls, but I really want to get this spot on because the perfect score is on, of course. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We're looking out to the west and we've got this, a very distinct path shape with what looks to be an island in the middle, which you can walk over to. That looks like the island, but there's no path leading to it, unfortunately. It's making me think that the compass is wrong because also the water, the way that the water's flowing seems to be flowing south. No, it's flowing north. It's flowing north. So that's correct, yeah. Ah, does that lead to that? I don't think that does lead to that island, actually. When you zoom in, it's nowhere near it, I would say. So that is that. It's gotta be. It's gots to be. Which would put us kind of here. So we've got this path coming down. It's not really the right shape. It should be more jagged and angular than that. But I would say that that's gotta be it, isn't it? Am I missing something? No, because we're looking to the east there, Tom. Nothing's really adding up here, to be honest. I would actually put us there, but there's no path. But looking at the shape of things, I think that's where I'd put us. So it's not gonna be right, but you know, I doubt we're gonna get a perfect score on here anyway, but that's the best I've got. That is the best I've got, unfortunately. And that is where my guess will be. Damn. That is quite frustrating. I didn't think that the land protruded out that far either. And that was actually just the other side. That wasn't an island. It looked like an island because of all of this. Interesting. Interesting. It was quite tough to figure things out in that one, but 1 point off, as annoying as that is, I can't grumble with. Did you get perfect there? Did you use your noggin a bit more? Right, this looks pretty Baltic, sorry, I meant to say Scandinavian, but it looks Baltic in terms of how cold it is. Interesting. Well, what could this be then? It looks like this is the border here. This cutaway into the trees is the border. I've got something in mind here for this. We've got a signpost saying welcome to whatever country we're coming into, and then you can clearly see this is the border. It's making me want to do a border mission, you know, to travel a country's border from start to finish. Anyway, let's not get carried away. Let's take a look at Scandinavia and think about which two countries this could be, where they feel the need to have this cutout. There's no fence, but much like with USA and Canada, there doesn't need to be a fence. It could just be surveillance, you know, and laser white, you know, what do you call them? Motion sensors. That's what they have, isn't it? So it could be Sweden and Norway, somewhere up here. But what I was thinking it could be is Finland and Russia. Because I don't think they have a fence. But I think they have the odd watchtower, the odd sort of manned, you know, outpost with the odd soldier, even more so in 2023, I imagine. But yeah, I'm just wondering if this could be Russia, Finland, although we are on a road, so presumably there would be a checkpoint here, if it were that. So I'm leaning back towards Norway, Sweden. The reason I'm not considering Finland, Sweden, is because it's all a river until you get very, very far north, at which point it wouldn't look like this. Look, it's still going, the river. This river, oh, all the way up. So Yeah, no argument there. So I think we're looking at this. Well, first of all, we've got to see how far south this looks, judging by the trees. I don't think it's too far north. Maybe this kind of area. Maybe around here somewhere. Yeah. Let's try and find a road around here. It's not going to be the E14. Let's have a look at the compass as well. That's north. Yeah. That's north. So that does bend round. Does bend round. And then that one bends to the left. But we've got a river there as well. I don't think it could... The river apparently stops at the border. That's slightly odd. I don't think it's that one. It can't be that one. I think we can deduce this. And I think we're also getting too far north here. Are we? No, maybe not. Maybe not. It's not that one. Ah. How about that? Do we think there's a lake that way? I'm going to just look for a few minutes to see if I can find a better one, guys. Bear with me. Okay, I've gone far north enough now. I'm actually at the point at which I started my straight line mission. That is right there, pretty much. And west is the gigantic Storakas Vatnet, where I nearly sank Marius's kayak. Okay, I'm gonna go back down. Try south. No. But I do think we're further south rather than north. That could be it, you know. Border slightly at that angle. Road slightly south. This one, bit of a bend. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm not sure, but it's got the right bend. I'm going for that. Bang! Get in. That feels good because I thought I'd gone too far south there. Look how far south it is. When we started to get up towards Mo i Rana, I knew that was way too far north because I've been up there and it looks completely different, as many of you saw. That height of pine is something you get much further south. So I knew we couldn't have been up there, but I have to admit, when I got past these areas, I thought, oh no, we're getting near the sea now. This is too far south. Maybe it is Russia, Finland. So that felt great to get that one. Did you also get it? Do let me know in the comments. And we move on to the third round. And this looks gettable. I don't want to jinx it, but, you know, it looks like Europe. So we've got every chance here. Come on, give me some language. Give me some language or a flag. Either would be fine. Okay. We've got pine here. This a similar kind of pine, a bit different perhaps. Oh, okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, now, is that the Slovakian one or the Slovenian one? It's the crest from one of those countries' flags. I think it's Slovakia, isn't it? We'll see, we'll see. So, not sure I'm going to get much else here. And I'm already looking at the bend of the roads to see if I'm going to be able to scour the map for this place, because I'm not sure I'm going to get much more info. I think we're looking at Slovakia, Poland. It's fairly odd for it to have snow, but it makes sense that the border would be high altitude at the top of a mountain range, you know, or just high up. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to find this because Slovakia has a lot of miles of borders. It could even be going into Hungary. Wait a minute. Which way is north? That's north. So it's like we've headed into Slovakia this way, coming from Hungary. Could that be right? North is there. We're going to be helped by this little road here and the shape of the houses and things. I think this is gettable. We've got to try and read this, haven't we? I don't think any of those words are countries, to be honest. Just because the Slovakian building is north, I'm going to search this border. The Slovakian-Hungarian border. And just see if I can find a spot that lines up. Wish me luck. Shit, and that's all the River Danube then, for the rest of it. So the best one I found was the first one that I zoomed into. This is the one that most adds up. That would be the building. This would be that little road, even though it's blocked off. But I'm not mad on it. The other option is that is on the Slovakian side. And we're at the north by Poland. So I'll have a quick look for something up here. And that's all flat. Yeah, that's the best thing I've got, to be honest. I'm not totally happy with it. Not happy. But it's gonna have to do. I think this is an opportunity for you guys, some of you, to really catch up here. Let's give it a go. An area I just looked over. What? I've got that all wrong in my head. I got the angles of things all wrong. I'm blaming the new compass system. I thought it was more like that. Not happy with myself for that, I've got to admit. Penultimate round. This looks interesting. We've left Europe and we're into Asia. And this script. What is that script? Is that Lao? Thailand? Let's find out. We're driving on... What are we driving on? I think we're driving on the left. Aren't we? You can see that motorbike's got his light on. Yeah, I think this might be Lao. Look at this big golden turtle. There's a joke there somewhere, but I must refrain from embarrassing myself. And yeah, the border is a river. We've got the Thailand flag. Doesn't look like there's a massive connection over there. There's no bridge, and it doesn't look like there's much of a boat that goes across. It's very mountainous. Let's say that we're on the Thailand side, and let's not overthink it, because that would make sense, and the flag does look very Thai. It's just similar to the Lao one, isn't it, I think? Anyway, compass. Don't fail me again. That's north. So actually, this could be over towards Myanmar or Burma. It looks quite mountainous, but there's a river, quite a meaty river. I don't suppose we're going to see which way that's flowing. Is there any way to tell that? No, maybe not. But if that's north, then I do think we're on the west side of Thailand. That would make sense, wouldn't it? We could be somewhere like this. Yeah, we could be somewhere like this, look. Although that's the Mekong, so we're not there. But you get my point. There could be a section of the border which faces west. But I can't see any others, to be fair. It's diagonal. It's running northeast. So that would be perfect if the Mekong wasn't there. But, look at this. We also have this little river. And that would be flowing that way. I wish I could tell which way the river was flowing. Just looking for some clues on the other side. Can't see much. But yeah, I think this is a good little spot. The Huang River. Need a little village on the other side being Lao. Maybe there. Maybe there, fuck it. Why not? That's the perfect angle. I mean, we can have a look at the shape of this road. It's very long and straight, actually. And running southeast. No, that's running more east. I'll have another little look. Nothing better so far. So that's where I'm provisionally going. Just going to have a quick gander elsewhere. Just very quickly skim. We can see where there's no river and no civilization. Could be down here, so I'll have a quick look down here. And that's the end. It's all mountains. So yeah, that is the best spot I've found in all of Thailand. It's not right though. That's the only problem, but I'm going to go there anyway. Bugger. Why oh why did I miss that? What is wrong with you, Tom? I thought it was all mountains, but how did I not notice that river at the end? I definitely would have gone there as well, for frig's sake. Well, I've really given the game away here. What can I say? I've really let you have it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this disappointing performance. Last round though, can I redeem myself? Oh my goodness. Ha! Well, already I think I have an idea here. We'll be heading into the Republic of Ireland from the north of Ireland, moving from miles an hour to kilometres an hour. There's a British number plate, but there's an Irish one, so a mixture. Signpost for Dublin, and welcome to Northern Ireland. There's no excuses now, is there? I've got to redeem it. It shouldn't be hard, this one. I think we can probably go right in and say that pretty safely that it's this one. Oh no, I'm not going to be that hasty, but I do actually think it's here. South, dual carriageway, bending round to the east. Yeah, I think this is our location. Got a mountain to the west, which we have. Yeah, the Ring of Gullion. No, I think that's it. I think that's it. So, good. We finished things off with an almost underwhelmingly easy round, but on the bright side, my score isn't quite so embarrassing. 22,444. Let me know if you did better than that. If you did worse than that, don't be ashamed. That's fine. I just thought that was quite poor for me, considering that I could have got all of those rounds. But not to worry, because when we play this again in a couple of weeks' time, I'll be gunning for a perfect score, and I will be not surrendering until that happens. I've given myself a platform to build on, so all is not lost. This was just a warm-up game. Hope you enjoyed watching me negotiate those borders. Let me know if you enjoyed. Let me know how you did. I do enjoy reading where you messed up and where you excelled in the comments, even if I don't have time to reply to the comments. Yeah, we'll do this again. I've got to do this again. I think a perfect score on this map would be a real achievement, because I think those rounds were actually quite favourable. See you next time, everyone. Take care.